Welcome. I'm happy to see you all. So as we get ready, just make yourself comfortable on your mat, kind of wiggle in and relax your back body. Perhaps taking a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth as you settle yourself, letting go of what came before this moment and what will come after. Even thanking yourself for making this time to slow down and be in the moment, be present by noticing the temperature in the air around you, noticing your back body where it meets the mat. Feel the back of the head and the back of the shoulders, the length of the spine, back of the legs. Just notice. So being aware, being mindful helps us come into the present moment. And just let go and allow yourself to sink into your mat and be supported, knowing that you don't have any place to be right now, but here with us, present. Now turning to your breath, perhaps coming to your home base, remembering that your home base can help you stay with the breath. And just be with your breath for a few rounds, just watching the gentle movement of air as it touches your nasal passages, moving through to the back of your throat, to your chest, even to your belly. And then watch the air flow smoothly out, perhaps warmed by your body. Each time you exhale, relax a little deeper. And if your mind begins to wander, just acknowledge the thoughts and return again to your breath, strengthening your concentration muscle as you do so. So our focus this morning is going to be on lengthening. So we have done in the last week or so grounding and lifting. And now we're going to just bring our intention this morning to lengthening our bodies. So let's float our arms up over our heads and lengthen through our fingertips. Really stretch out, walking your shoulders up towards your ears, lengthening down through the body and out through the toes. And really feel the entire length. Bring your mindfulness to the tips of your fingertips and feel the length all the way down to the tips of your toes. And release and relax the arms and legs. And then take another nice lengthening by stretching through your fingertips and down the body, out through your toes. And just make note of how your body is feeling. If you feel any tightness or tension or achiness, or maybe your body is feeling really good today, but just notice how it feels. And then release your arms and legs. And then floating your arms down by your sides, bending your legs, placing the soles of your feet about hip width apart on your mat, and just gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side, using your breath to move with ease. And the next time your knees come to center, just walk your heels up close to your bottom, and we'll just come into a gentle flowing bridge. And our intention as we float our arms up, when we come into this flowing bridge, is to extend over our head through our fingertips. So just a gentle inhale as you lift your hips and lift your arms up overhead. And once your knuckles meet the mat, just walk your shoulders up towards your ears and really extend through your fingertips. And then float the arms down on the exhale along with the hips. And just do that 2 more times, just inhaling as you float the arms and the hips up. Extend through your fingertips. And then exhale and float the arms down. 1 more time. And try to keep the knees from collapsing to the midline. So keep them, in line with the hips. And once you complete that third bridge, extend your right leg out long and draw your left knee in towards your chest. As you lift your head and shoulders up off the mat, lift your right foot up off the mat and extend, lengthen through your toes, your right leg. So lengthen out through your toes, and we'll come into our Pilates 2 puffs. And just listen to your own body and do as many of these bicycle 2 puffs as is comfortable for you, but build a little heat, engage your core, try to move with ease, lengthen as you extend, alternating legs. Know that you are getting stronger. Really lengthen through the toes when you extend your leg. You can bring your head to the mat if your neck gets tired. And once you complete your Pilates, just float your arms up over your head. Bring the soles of your feet together as you send the knees out wide like a book, like an open book. And just allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Just take some nice deep inhalations through your nose. and out through your mouth. Enjoy the warmth that you've created. Extend the right leg out long, keeping the left leg bent. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh or to the inside of the calf. So we're coming to reclined tree. And then extend and lengthen through your arms. So your arms in a V shape. Really stretch through those fingertips. Press the sole of the right foot into an imaginary mat. And notice how the body feels. So, reclined tree. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, relaxing the back body and really lengthen through the fingertips. So keep the arms active. Change legs, so straighten the left leg and bend the right, placing the sole of your foot on the inside of the thigh, of the left thigh. And stretch out through your fingertips, lengthen, and press that left foot into an imaginary mat. So you're, in a way, flexing that left foot. Relax the shoulders. And then float the arms down. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot, so both legs are bent. And then we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, lift the right foot off the mat and clasp behind that right thigh. We'll just open up that left hip a little bit. Just use your breath to draw the right thigh towards you without tugging. You know, we don't want to bring any tension, any undue tension to our neck and shoulders. And then release that right foot to the mat, uncross the left ankle, take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. We'll do the same thing here. So lift the left foot off the mat as you clasp behind the left thigh, drawing the thigh towards you. And then replace that left foot to the mat, uncross the right ankle, bring the knees towards your chest. You can hold on in front of the shins, rock from side to side. And then we're going to keep the shoulders on the mat as we rock the knees left, and then extend, just do this gently, extend the legs out so they're straight, and just come into a twist here. So the shoulders are more or less resting on the mat. And the feet don't have to be up high. You can bring the feet down away from your face and just adjust. Take a couple of breaths here. Maybe pointing through our toes and feeling the length of the body. And then bringing the knees in towards you. Rock back to your back. Rock from side to side. And then allow the knees to fall towards the right. And then straighten the legs out. A little bit of a different feeling. And the shoulders are resting on the mat. And you can point out through your toes. And if anything doesn't feel comfortable, just back off a little bit. And then bend the knees towards you and rock back to your back. I think I rocked off my mat. And then place your hands on your kneecaps and make some small circles on the ceiling. And go in one direction and then reverse your direction. And then inhale your knees and push them away, and exhale and squeeze your knees towards your chest. And do that for a few rounds. And then we're going to come up, so make your way up your favorite way to come up. Come to your Sukhasana. If you have a blanket, you can sit on the edge of the blanket. And then we'll sit up nice and tall and inhale our arms up towards the sky, extending our fingertips towards the ceiling. And we're going to pretend like we're climbing a ladder. So we'll bring the right shoulder up and then left shoulder up, lengthening. Right shoulder up and then left shoulder. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Turn the palms away and float the hands down. And we'll come to a seated twist now. So we're going to do the one where we bring our knees together, send our knees so that they're pointing towards the left, and then we slide the top knee back and cradle the knee with the instep of the opposite foot. And then we want to make sure that our torso is nice and tall, so not bent to the side. So sitting up nice and tall, tall straight spine. And we're going to inhale our arms up, extending and lengthening through our fingertips. And on the exhale, twist towards that front knee as you bring your hands down. So sitting up nice and tall, lengthening. And then inhaling to center, and we're going to go to the same side again, but we'll twist just a tiny bit more. So exhale, bring the arms down and twist a little bit more. Nice tall spine, lengthening. And then inhaling to center, and we're going to twist just a tiny bit more to the left side again. Exhale as you bring your hands down, a little bit behind the hip, as you look out towards the back left shoulder if your neck allows. Feel the lengthening in the side rib cage, the left side rib cage. And then inhale back to center, lengthen through your fingertips, and then float your arms down. And then we'll bring our knees to center again and bring them so that they're falling gently to the right. Slide the left leg back and cradle the knee with the right instep. Torso nice and long, lengthening, crown of the head, and extend the arms, float the arms up, lengthen through the fingertips on the inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the right as you bring your hands down. Lengthen through the crown of the head. So a nice, tall spine. Inhale to center. And then exhale to the same side, twisting a tiny bit more as you bring your hands down. Inhale to center. So this last time, twist just a tiny bit more as you float the arms down on the exhale, looking out over your back right shoulder. And then inhaling to center, turning the palms away and floating the arms down. And we're going to come to a wide-legged fold, forward fold. So spread the legs nice and wide. Sit up nice and tall. And inhale your arms up. And if you have a blanket, sometimes sitting on the edge of a blanket helps. So we're going to fold from the hip creases, leading with our chin and our chest as we fold forward. So we're not looking to go really low. We're just looking to see where we land. So if you think about sending your heart center forward, it helps your back be a little flatter. And I'm holding on to my ankles. You could hold on to your shins. You could hold on to your toes. And you can also bend your knees a little bit if this doesn't feel good on your back, but listen to your body. And then we're going to walk our fingertips over towards the left as we turn our torso towards the knee, towards the left knee. And we'll just hang here for a moment. And then we'll walk our fingertips across to our right leg, turning our torso towards that knee. So your props can help you if you have a blanket. I forgot my blanket, but sitting on the edge of a blanket can help you have a taller spine when you're sitting. And then walk to center with the fingertips and inhale and sit up. We'll come to Sukhasana, so crossing our legs, placing we can rock from side to side to feel our sit bones. Lengthen through the spine, and then we'll come into some gentle head and neck rolls. So just drop your chin to your chest, close your eyes, and just slowly rotate your head around. Move your head about 3 or 4 times in one direction, and then reverse direction. Toggling back and forth in any area that feels like it needs a little extra attention. And once you come back to center, if you want to, just roll your shoulders back 2 or 3 times, and then reverse direction and roll them forward 2 or 3 times. And then do any movement, any gentle, mindful movement that you feel like your body would like. And we're going to make our way to table. So once you arrive in table, spread your fingers nice and wide. Check that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hip points. And then we're going to come into a cat balance, and we'll move to bringing our knee and our elbow towards each other. So let's extend the right leg out long, extend the left fingertips Lengthen through the fingertips and lengthen through the toes. Press away from the mat with your right hand, and then bring the knee and the elbow to meet, and then lengthen and stretch again. Engage your core. And then elbow to knee, and then lengthen and stretch. And one more time, elbow to knee, and then lengthen and stretch. Replace hand and knee, and then send the left leg out long. Send the right fingertips. Lengthen through fingertips and toe, and then elbow to knee, and then lengthen, elbow to knee, lengthen. And when we bring the elbow, we exhale usually. And then lengthen. Replace hand and knee to the mat. And then we're going to come to child's. So you can either bring the big toes together and spread the knees wide, or you can just sit back on your heels and lengthen through your fingertips as you bring your forehead down towards the mat. And if your forehead doesn't meet the mat, you can either bend your arms a little bit, so bring your fingertips a little closer, or you can put like a blanket or a block under your forehead. And so as we rest in child's pose here, we're going to consider coming up onto our fingertips. So my forehead is not meeting the mat. So I'm going to come up and bring my big toes together and my knees out wide and see if that helps, which it does. So if you'd like to try to come up onto your fingertips, a different stretch in the shoulders and the arms. And you can feel the length of the arms and down the side rib cage, the left side and the right side. And if you're up on your fingertips, you can bring the palms back to the earth and push yourself up and come back to your table. And we're going to curl the toes under and come into our dog. So pressing the hips up towards the sky, come up onto your toes, and then walk your dog. And really bend alternating knees and allow your hips to really move. And then as you're ready, come onto your toes and then push back, settle back toward your heels. You can claw at your mat, so pressing your fingertips and raising the palm of your hand up a little bit so that your hands are kind of like a paw. And that'll take pressure off your wrists a little bit. So we're going to come to three-legged dog. So bring the left leg up towards the sky. And then we'll look forward, shift forward, bring our knee towards our chest, and then bring the left foot between our hands. And if that doesn't work, just bring your left knee to the mat and then bring your left foot between your hands. Step the right foot to meet the left. Hold on to your elbows, knees are slightly bent, and find yourself in ragdoll. Sway your shoulders, your elbows from side to side. Your hips also will move. Place your hands on either side of your feet. Send your left leg back. Send your right leg back and come in to down dog again. And just do what your body allows. And this time we're going to send our right leg up towards the sky. we're going to look between our hands as we bring our right foot between the hands. And as I said, you can bring the right knee to the mat and just then step the right foot between the hands. Bring the left foot up to meet. Hold on to opposite elbows. Ragdoll. And your knees are bent, and just swing the hips and the shoulders and the elbows from side to side. And then bring yourself to stillness and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae until you come to your Tadasana. So we all know our own Tadasana. So just make yourself comfortable. Make yourself strong. Perhaps close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And if any of that new stuff was challenging, just know that you're moving your body and we're staying active. And there's no competition. Okay, and flutter your eyes open. And we're going to come to a little balance practice. So bring the weight of your body onto your right foot. Really ground down through all four corners of your foot. And then find a drishti, a focal point, as you move your left foot towards your right ankle. And if you'd like to come up to the calf with your left foot, you could do that. And then extend and lengthen the arms in an upside down V. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen through your fingers. If your foot is resting against your ankle, that's fine. Keep the breath flowing. Think about the length of your body, so lengthening through your crown, through your fingertips. Engaging your core. Lifting, grounding, lifting, lengthening. And as you're ready, bring the left foot down to the mat. Kind of shake out that right leg a little bit. Bring the weight of the body to the left foot. Ground down. Think of roots grounding into the earth. Bring the right heel towards the left ankle. Stay there and bring your arms up into tree. Or if you would like to bring the sole of your foot to your calf and then bring your arms up, branches of a tree. Lift through the heart center, engage your core, lengthen through your fingertips, ground down. And just practicing balance. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Come down as you're ready. Try to come down gracefully. Okay. And good job on the balance. Okay, we're going to come into an extended side angle, sorry. So we're going to spread our feet wide, send our left toes towards the short end of the mat. Back foot is parallel. Torso, place your hands on your hips and your torso and hips are facing the long end of your mat. And then we'll inhale, and as we exhale, we'll bend the front knee. We'll bring our left elbow to the left knee, or we can bring the hands to the mat. So I might just bring my hands to the mat, but left elbow, perfectly beautiful. And if you have a block, you could put your hand on the block. And then we're going to rainbow that top arm, just slowly and mindfully, up overhead, extending the fingertips as we gaze up at the inner elbow crease or the inner arm. And just keep the breath flowing. So you might be here. Really think about lengthening from fingertips all the way down to the back heel. And then we'll bring the fingertips, the top arm, fingertips down towards the earth and come around, bringing our feet parallel. Take a breath and then turn the right toes towards the short end of the mat and just make your adjustments. So bring your hips so that they're facing the long end of the mat. So inhale, and as you exhale, bend the front knee, keeping that knee over the ankle. And then we'll either bring that right elbow to the knee, probably most of us, or to a block or to the earth. And then bring that top arm up and over. So mindfully bringing the arm up overhead and extending through the fingertips all the way down the left side body towards the left heel. So you might be down here, or you might be up here. Just feel the lengthening in that left side body. And then we'll take that top arm and swing it gently around so the fingertips are pointing to the earth. Come up, the legs are spread wide. Bring the heels in slightly so your feet are at a 45-degree angle. Bring your torso upright. Engage your core and make a bit of a pelvic tilt. So bring the belly button in and kind of tailbone towards the earth. And then frame your face with your hands. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, bend your knees and sink for goddess. So knees, press them away from the midline and curl the tailbone under a little bit, sending it towards the earth. Strengthen the legs. Breath flowing. And then float the arms down to the knees. And we'll bring the right shoulder towards the midline. Bring it back. And the left shoulder towards the midline. Bring it back. Right shoulder. And then left shoulder. And then we'll straighten the legs. Turn the feet parallel. And then heel, toe, heel, toe. Heel, toe, our feet. Good job. So a few different moves there. And then we're just going to swing the arms loosely, and you can step the feet apart. And you can gradually start to bend the knees and come down lower. So nice and loose, stretching out those muscles that we've worked. And gradually grazing the earth with your fingertips. And then coming to the center with your fingertips and making your way down to your mat. And once you come down, bring yourself to your back. Perhaps bringing your knees in towards your chest and massaging the back, any areas that need a little attention. So small circles for the lower back, medium circles for the mid back, and big loose circles for the shoulders. And once you arrive in Shavasana, just taking a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, settling the back body. Perhaps thanking yourself for making the time, taking the time to nurture body, mind, and spirit. And just being in this moment, noticing the body, all that the body can do, all that the body has done today. And each time you exhale, allow yourself to relax and release. I'm going to ring my bowl. And I invite you to bring your hands to Anjali Mudra or prayer pose. May you feel taller and stronger as you move through the rest of your day. Namaste.